Got his arm stuck.
I didn't get my
Physics say if you can get it in, you can get it out.
It's very hard.
He got his arm stuck in a vase and he can't get it out.
What did you do, girl?
I got my finger stuck.
Really? Really?
Oh my god, I'm gonna be stuck here for hours.
No, you're fine. Slather. Got the eyes.
I'm being so serious.
I'm sure we all have done some pretty embarrassing and dumb things in our life. But the people on this list took it to a whole new level. From a man getting stuck completely naked in a washing machine, to another person getting their head stuck in a truck's exhaust pipe. Let's talk about these and more only in today's video. Top 10 dumbest places where people got stuck. Starting off this countdown, we have the baby high chair.
Right, you got your shoulders going to drop your back.
Yeah.
Good, right. Well, put them on the floor,
When I was doing my research for this list, I shockingly found a lot of people who got trapped in baby high chairs. So maybe don't follow in their lead and don't hop into one. Well, in 2014, a man named Darren from Manchester got into a high chair and then couldn't get out. Then the restaurant staff had to come and help him get out. The funniest thing is how he kind of looks like a giant baby in that chair. This dude was trapped in that chair for a while, and they tried a number of different ways to get him out.
Serious, mate. There you go.
At least the people around him thought it was funny. In the end, he stripped down to his undies so that he could slip out easier. But that didn't even work, and so he was kind of just standing there nude in the high chair. I bet that is a night that he will remember forever. In our 9th spot, we have the hand vase. If you guys are liking this video so far, why don't you give it a big thumbs up because it really helps us out.
Got his arm stuck.
I didn't get my
Physics say if you can get it in, you can get it out.
It's very hard.
This video of a guy getting his hands stuck in a vase at a department store went viral on TikTok. And I can see why, it's absolutely hilarious. The friend that he was with documents the entire thing.
He really can't. Chrissy, I'm not, don't help him.
After laughing at him for quite some time, he calls an employee to come help.
Hey, ma'am. He needs help.
He needs help?
He's got his arm stuck.
I didn't get my I'm fine.
Oh, you totally did.
I'm just glad that she has a good sense of humor. The dude, though, he was so embarrassed by it. His friend was having the time of his life, and the worker thought it was hilarious. At one point, she holds down the vase and gets him to pull his arm. But that doesn't work, so they resort to getting some hand sanitizer to lube it up.
Okay, go ahead. We're using the good stuff, not the stupid stuff. Actually, I just got those and I'm gonna buy it.
And in the end, this worked and he was freed.
Ready? Go.
And the two actually bought the vase, not only because they felt bad, but because it's a reminder of a good memory. And also, it gave them some viral fame. In our 8th spot, we have the washing machine guy. This has to be probably the most embarrassing story on this entire list. Back in 2014, a man in Australia was playing hide and seek with his partner. So he decided to get inside of his washing machine. Then he planned to surprise them. But this didn't go according to plan because he got stuck. Police were called, and when they arrived, they found him naked. So I don't know where along the lines he got naked. Was it a nude game of hide and seek? Did he strip down to surprise his partner? Or did he remove his clothes to try and escape? No clue. But officers literally poured olive oil on him and spent 20 minutes trying to free him. In the end, he was freed, but that oil probably did some damage to his washer, and probably to his self-esteem too. Seriously, that must have been so awkward for him. In our 7th spot, we have the lady sculpture. Now this one is very odd, and I mean very odd. Back in 2014, an American student studying in Germany got dared to climb inside of a piece of artwork. The artwork was a sculpture of a woman's downstairs area. So he climbed inside the giant vagina sculpture and then got stuck there. What a very odd rescue mission for the firefighters. But with the help of 22 responders, they managed to pull the student out using only their hands, and without damaging the sculpture, which is worth $200,000. Moving on at number 6, we have the exhaust pipe girl.
One Minnesota teenager may have had a little too much fun at a country music festival.
You think? The 19-year-old got her head stuck in a truck's exhaust pipe. This is Caitlin Strom.
Back in 2018, Caitlin Strom was having the time of her life at the Woodstock Country Music Festival. She was drinking and jamming before she got her head jammed. Where, you may ask? Well, in an exhaust pipe of a truck.
That you see her from behind there. She was stuck for 45 minutes. Firefighters had to cut her out with a saw. Not surprisingly, police cited her for underage drinking.
Yeah, that's pretty trucked up. Get it? Trucked up. According to her, the last thing she remembered was thinking, hey, my head could probably fit in that, before she actually put her head inside and then got stuck. She was stuck in that pipe for 45 minutes before firefighters freed her using a power saw. We're now at our 5th and halfway mark with the toilet foot.
脚卡在厕所里面了，出不来哦。
Ugh, I feel so sorry for this next woman. Over in China, emergency services were called after a woman got her foot stuck in the toilet. The type of toilet is the one that's set into the floor. So apparently she was taking a shower and slipped, and then her foot got wedged in the toilet bowl. Let's just hope that it was clean and there was no residue in there. But you won't believe the way that she got rescued. She was rescued by a spoon. So let me explain. First, responders took this big tool and hacked away at the toilet. And then they took a spoon and started shoveling out all the broken down cement and porcelain from the toilet. Thankfully, after doing this for a while, her foot was finally freed. Just a little bruised and scratched up. In our 4th spot, we have the chimney spy. Back in 2014, a jealous woman named Genoveva Nunez decided to crawl down her ex's chimney to spy on him. But her plan failed miserably because she got stuck halfway down the chimney and then had to call for help. Some neighbors heard her and called the police. To get her free, they had to cut the top of the chimney and then use liquid soap. This whole thing took 2 hours. In the end, she was charged and ended up behind bars. Apparently, this wasn't the first time she tried to enter his house illegally, but it certainly will be her last. Let's hope. Hopefully she learned her lesson by now. And at number 3, we have the toilet hand. So we already talked about a woman who got her foot stuck in a toilet. Well, now it's time to talk about a woman that got her hand stuck in a toilet. I don't know what's worse. Probably your hand, because then you're stuck like crouched over the toilet with your face near the seat. Anyways, this woman was doing her business when her bracelet fell off and into the toilet. She then reached in to try and retrieve it, and her hand got stuck. She called for help and responders had to take apart the toilet and then bring it outside. From there, they broke the toilet to free her hand. Maybe next time use like a magnet or something to retrieve any dropped goods and not your hand. In our 2nd spot, we have Barney.
Darby Rinsner tried to scare her friends, that is scary, but instead could not get this Barney head off. Literally.
Alabama teen Darby wanted to prank her friends by scaring them with a big Barney the dinosaur head, but her plan quickly backfired. She put Barney's head on and it got stuck on her noggin. If that's not karma, then I don't know what is. She then was driven by her friends to a fire station where they managed to get the Barney head off of her. So my only question is, where did this mascot head come from? Like, I don't know about you, but I don't just have a Barney mascot head chilling in my basement. Did she buy it specifically for this prank, or like, did she work on the show? Like, seriously, where did she get that thing from? And in our number 1 spot, we have the porta potty. In May of 2013, people were stunned when they heard shouting coming from the inside of a porta potty. Porta potty means portable potty, for those that don't know. A man somehow managed to get stuck in the toilet. Probably the grossest place to ever get stuck. The witnesses called authorities, but it took them 40 minutes before they arrived. Nonetheless, they managed to free this guy, who was covered in that nasty blue porta potty liquid. When he emerged from the toilet, he was completely naked. He was just holding a shirt to cover his downstairs private area. Where the rest of his clothes went is beyond me. I just can't imagine how stinky he must have been. Like, that must have been awful. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Let me know, where's the weirdest place that you got stuck? Let me know in the comments below. Speaking of comments, let's move on to our comment shoutout portion. I'll be shouting out comments from the video Top 10 Haunting Journal Entries, and this was the live redirect that we did, so it was like a live stream I did, which is pretty cool. Laura Katha commented, Lindsay, you are the You're one of my favorites. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Laura. Kristen Kemplin commented, OMG, I'm so mad. I just missed the stream. I hope you'll have another one and I catch it on time. I believe that we'll have more live streams in the future. Okay, so just stay tuned. Stay tuned. It was really fun. I had a really good time, so I want to do more. James Opio commented, does your husband cook when you're tired from work? I'm sorry, does my husband? Husband? What makes you think that I have a husband, that I'm married? Honey, I am not married. No, no, no. I'm a single Pringle. Just saying, you know, if anyone wants to pose. Just kidding. No. So, I gotta do all that stuff myself. Anyways, alright guys, that's all the comments I'm shouting out for today's video. Make sure to comment something down below for a chance to be featured in my next comment shout out. And as always, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Most Amazing Top 10 for more amazing videos. I've been your host, Lindsay Ivan, and I'll see you when I see ya.